Hi everybody, Kevin McNamara here. Welcome to the Inspired Healing Podcast, proudly sponsored by 100 Days to Self-Mastery Challenge. That is a challenge where you get to go inside, select your own challenge. It can be anything at all, but know this, it will change your mind, body and soul. There's a 7-day free trial right now. Links are down below. Go and check it out. Now here's today's episode. Hey everybody, it's Kev here. Welcome to the podcast. Consistency, discipline, and massive action will bring you your best year ever. Now today I want to talk to you about elephants. I know, I talk about some weird things on here. But look, when an elephant is a baby, I want to talk to you about baby elephants at the moment. Now, what happens is they take a baby elephant and they restrain it. And they put a small stake in the ground and tie a piece of rope to the stake and then tie that to the elephant. And the elephant's just a baby and it's too weak to break the rope or to pull the stake out. It tries to move around. It just ends up going around in circles. It struggles, it fights. But eventually, it just accepts the fact that there is no point in continuing to fight against this rope and this stake that's in the ground. And then what happens is eventually the elephant, it grows. It just keeps growing into this massive, huge adult elephant, this really powerful beast, really strong. And it's an elephant that could easily escape that little stake and that rope that's around its neck or around its foot, wherever it may be. I think it's they put it around their feet, I believe, the ones that I've seen. And it's an elephant that is so strong that it could easily pull that rope off the stake. Could just bash the stake down, basically. It is so strong. It is just a huge, powerful beast. But it doesn't do that. It no longer tries to escape. It no longer struggles. It no longer pushes. It's lost its fight. And you know why? Because it has accepted that the stake and the rope control its life. It cannot move any further than the circle it can walk around with the rope and the stake. It has accepted that it has limits. The elephant has accepted that that's it, that's all it can do, that is its life. That is the only place it can go, is in that little circle, which is really sad. And this still happens in the world, which is an even sadder thing. Now the thing is, and here is the absolute truth of this whole story I'm telling you, is that you are unlimited. You have no limits. You can do whatever you want. But you know what you do have? You have excuses. You have excuses. And those excuses keep you locked up in your own little cage, in your own rope and your own stake. And this is a cage that you've created for yourself by your environment and the thoughts that have gone into your head as you've grown up, be it from your peers, from your parents, teachers, whatever. Those thoughts go in and they stay there, but they're just imaginary thoughts, and they stop you from getting out of your comfort zone. That little cage you're in is your comfort zone. That stake and that rope that holds you in, that's your comfort zone. You feel comfortable there. The elephant feels comfortable there, but that's what's holding you back. And there's nothing worse than letting that imaginary thought that you can't do any better keep you from building that life that you truly desire, that life that you truly want for yourself and your family. So the fact remains that, well, the truth is, the only person who limits you is you. That person is the same person you look at in the mirror every morning. So it's time to break your limits. The person you are at the moment is not achieving the results that you want, is keeping you stuck in your comfort zone. So what you've got to do is change that. You've got to change the person that you are. Because I can look at your past and I can predict your future. Because if you don't change, then I can guarantee you the past 12 months that you've had is going to be exactly the same as the upcoming 12 months you're going to have. Because nothing will change. You've got to look at yourself right here, right now, and say, right, I want to change. Make that decision. I am going to change. And then write down what you want. Write it all down. start a vision board, start meditating, start visualizing, start seeing yourself as this new person and actually believing it and feeling it emotionally. Feel that emotion. That's where you change. You visualize this new person and then you start taking action towards that. And if you don't do that, as I say, you come and talk to me, tell me about your last 12 months, and I guarantee you your next 12 months will be exactly the same. Nothing will change. Nothing changes unless you change. If you want to stay the elephant stuck on the rope and the stake, then just stay right where you are. If you want to change, you've got to sit down and write it all out. Plan your new life. Plan the new you. Because the old you, or the one you've got now, is not achieving the results that you want. So you've got to change who you are. You have to change the person that you are, literally. And that way you can change your future. And it just makes sense. If you just stay the way you are and you don't change, nothing is going to change. You can't just hope things are going to change. It just doesn't work that way. And as I say, you look at your past 12 months or even your past 5 years. Look at those past 5 years. And if you don't change, then the next 5 years, in 5 years' time, you'll be in exactly the same position. You've got to change. Plan it. Write it all down. What do you want? You have to know what you want before you can change. Write it down. Visualize it. See it. Envision yourself being there. See your future self doing what you want to do. But you have to do it. You've got to change who you are. Otherwise, nothing will change. Just look at your life. Look at your past. Are you noticing a pattern there? Every year is the same. Nothing changes. You want it to change, but it's not going to change. So really, you've got to really say to yourself, I want to change. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to change it. I'm going to start meditating. I'm going to start visualizing, seeing it, and taking action or towards those steps. And get out of your comfort zone. It's what you got to do. And once you start doing that, you've got to be consistent, you've got to be disciplined, and massive action, as I say, every single day. Consistency, discipline, and massive action. Get out of your cage. It is time for you to move forward, become a different you, a different person. It's up to you. Consistency, discipline, massive action. Do it now. The time for change is now. There's no other time but now. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for listening. I really do appreciate that. If you enjoyed this episode, then please subscribe, rate, and leave a review for the Inspired Healing Podcast on Apple Podcasts or your favorite podcast app. And don't forget, come and join me inside the 100 Days to Self-Mastery Challenge so you too can change your mindset and your life. We now have a 7-day free trial. Go and check it out. Link is in the show notes below, and please have a most inspiring day.